The kids, they're getting ready to go to college, some for the first time, but it isn't all fun and games. College students, they face certain fears, and college admissions expert Paul Hempel is here to make us feel a little bit safer. So it's the 6 biggest fears that college freshmen face going in. I know I face some of these fears, so let's share them with other people. The kids are afraid that they're going to have a roommate they don't like.
Well, that's possible because I know in my experience I had the roommate from hell who was my high school best friend.
Oh.
And so, but what happens is that there's an emotional gravitation towards that emotional security that every college freshman wants. And both roommates will do whatever they can in an unspoken way to create some sort of a comfort zone for each other. So the first thing they need to do is sit down and talk to each other and say, hey, look, what are your expectations? I'll give you my expectations. For example, I have to get to bed by 11 o'clock at night. I need my sleep, so I don't mind if you stay up later, but please don't keep the television on or the music going or invite your friends in because, and I hope that you'll respect that. Now, if your roommate says yes and violates that agreement, let's say 2 or 3 times, then you go to the RA. The RA can't, that's the resident assistant, can't fix that problem. You go to the dean of students who will, in a heartbeat, fix that problem because he doesn't want a call from the parents threatening to take the kid out of school so the school loses that big fat check every month.
Nobody wants to get mom and dad involved. Another thing that kids are worried about is that they're not smart enough to cut it.
Oh, that's really funny. I said to a student one time, the reason why they accepted you because they were looking for the dumbest candidate they could find that month, and they found you. Do you actually believe that? No, I don't believe that at all. So what happens is that they accepted you because you meet the academic rigor of the school, and they figure that you can meet that, so you're not going to drop out after the first year, which means that that cash flow will continue to come through on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th year. So if you accept the fact that you are smart enough, you're going to walk around the campus with a much more positive attitude. You'll have a self-confidence about you that your classmates who are thinking that they're not smart enough will admire.
That's the thing. Everybody's nervous, so you just have to breathe. Next thing, people are scared they don't have enough money.
Well, 47% of all college students spend about $25 a week. The other 50% spend anywhere from $25 to $75 a week. I would say if you don't have enough money, go over to the school's catering office. They'll be more than happy to hire you. You probably make about $100 a week over there, and you can spend all the money that you want. Or if a parent's watching this, you could give your child a credit card and give them a limit. You know how great that works. And so take that credit card away.
Just cut it up.
And force them to work to get their spending money so that, like I did, my wife and I saved over $20,000 by forcing our kids to work.
And if your kid works in the dining services, here's a quick tip. You get some free food, too, which is really nice. Next thing, parents are nervous and kids are nervous they'll get homesick.
Well, homesickness is a very valid feeling to have. We adults would be uncomfortable sleeping in a new mattress for the first time or sharing a room with someone we don't even know, and that's to be expected. The easiest thing to do to confront that is, and roommates typically stay with each other like glue for the first couple of days, just go on to campus and look for those activities that will be posted up on the school bulletin board. And the easiest thing to do is to sign up for a free Skype account so that you could Skype mom and dad after they leave the campus on the first day. You can Skype them that night. You can Skype them 2 or 3 times a day if you want.
Great idea.
And the less Skypes you get, that's a positive signal that the student is really settling in.
Now, Paul, unfortunately, we're running really low on time because this last point might be the most important, but what we'll do is put it on our website, all your great information. But lastly, it's that people want to know where the party's at, but conversely, people are scared because rape and sexual assault on campus is prevalent. So people need to be aware. And you only have time for one point, but I think the most important is the drink theory that you were telling me earlier. Right.
I would say if someone walks up to your student and offers you a drink and you haven't seen where that drink was poured from, like from a can, bottle, or a dispenser, you're not going to know if someone put something in that drink that's going to cause you to end up in the emergency room 2 hours later. So what you do is that you refuse the drink and simply suggest, gee, would you mind giving me a bottle of water? I'd prefer to start with that.
Paul, great tips as always. Once again, you go to mymassappeal.com for the rest of that because that information, especially that we talked about at the end, is imperative to your college career. And ahead